So, do you have mobility issues like I do and my wife does? I want to share with you in this video my review of a new mobility product that has absolutely revolutionized my life as a full time caregiver for my wife. Hi, this is Old Mike, Old Me Living Better. I want to review the beta version of the Roam-Mate. It's a power wheelchair, a power walker, and a power transport wheelchair. This could be a game changer for anyone who needs assistance in mobility. Now, so my wife and I both have mobility issues. I need a walker or my scooter to get around. I can walk about 25, 30 steps unassisted, but that's about it. And it's a lot longer than that from the door of my residence to the parking where my parking is. And then if I have to get my wife to a doctor's appointment, she used to use her scooter. But the scooter no longer works very well for her, so the Roam-Mate is a great solution for this. Now, the Roam-Mate has three different modes. The wheelchair mode, which I really love. And you can sit in this. It's got three different speeds. It's got a joystick, and you can navigate pretty great with the wheelchair mode. The second mode is the walker mode. This is pretty cool, and I've used it a few times in the walker mode where I have to go up inclines and down different declines because it has a resistance, and it also has the ability to use the joystick to actually make the walker mode pretty powerful. But by far, the mode that is the greatest advantage to me is what Roam-Mate calls the manual mode. I like to call it the power transport wheelchair mode. Now, to get my wife to a doctor's appointment, I've been using a transport walker. Here it is beside the Roam-Mate. The problem is that to get her from the house to the car, from the car to the doctor's office, two of her doctors, man, it's a long ways away from where we park and where we have to get to the doctor's office. Unfortunately, one of the doctor's office has a pretty steep incline that I have to push her all the way up there. And by the time I get home, man, I am pooped out using the transport walker. So Roam-Mate has this third mode, which is called the manual mode, and I call it the power transport mode. And it has a boost button on it. So when you load somebody in the Roam-Mate and you put it into this manual mode, you can use it just like any other transport wheelchair. I mean, it just goes along and you can push it and it works fine. But when it comes to getting up inclines or going long distances, man, this is a game changer. Now, my son was out here a couple of weeks ago. I used him as a guinea pig, and here we are coming up the incline into my residence. Now, after taking my wife to the doctor's appointment, dealing with the inclines with the doctor's office, by the time I get here, man, I am pooped out, and I am pushing hard to get her up this incline. As you can see, I've got the power mode pushed down and I'm just breezing up the incline. So the great thing for me as a full-time caregiver for my wife, once I've taken her to the doctor's office and then I get her back up the incline in our place, this is great. I have to use a ramp to get the wheelchair back up into the house. I can now use the power transport wheelchair assisted boost button or power button to easily get her up the ramp. Here I am getting my son up that ramp using that boost button, and up we go. The Roam-Mate is a 3-in-1. You can use it as a power wheelchair, as a power walker, and as a power transport wheelchair. That is absolutely wonderful. It only weighs 31 pounds. It folds up into one piece. Now, the beta model that I'm using weighs more than that, but the production model, which will be out soon, weighs only 31 pounds, and it folds up and you can put it in the back of your car with one lift. My wife's scooter that she used to use, I had to break it down into 5 pieces and put it into the car. It was a hassle taking it apart, putting it back together. The Roamate doesn't have that as a problem. You just take the Roamate, pull up one handle, and it's in the trunk. It folds up nicely. It's airplane compatible. You can take it on flights. It has a battery that you can take out of it. It's a wonderful, wonderful device. Now, Roamate is not paying me for this promotion. They did send me a beta unit to test, and that's what I've been testing. I have put in an order to buy my own Roamate. I was one of the first people to actually order one, and I'll be getting it soon. But I got to tell you, if the production model is anywhere near the beta model, it is going to be a winner, that's for sure. Now, if you have any questions about my experience with the beta model, please leave a comment or ask a question in the comments below. I'll be happy to try to answer whatever I can. I have to tell you, I don't think you'll be disappointed in this 3-in-1 power wheelchair, power walker, power transport wheelchair. Now, I've left also in the description a link if you want to go to the Roamate website and check it out for yourself. Please do that. Let me know what you think, okay? This is Old Mike, old me living better. You know my motto, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. But I'm not dead and I'm not done, but I need help living out the rest of my life. And the Roamate is going to do just that.